Hello, boys. Sorry, I had to check and make sure I was recording. So, not in the shop today, in the master bedroom. I wanted to go over, like, I keep a clothing archive, stuff I don't wear, but that I think will helps me remember some things and might help you remember some things. So I wanted to show that to you. I will, of course, I will always have this. And it's something you'll have to deal with when I pass on 30 years from now, hopefully, at least another 30. That'd be great. That'd put me at 89. That'd be awesome. Let me go through this. So it's mostly t-shirts. I used to wear a lot, I still wear a lot of t-shirts, but I'm sure you got, I'm just gonna kind of go through them and show this to you. So you remember this one, of course. This is actually still in pretty good shape, but I got it off of Yeet, I think was the name of the store or something like that. They had the weird t-shirts. At any rate, Tom, you may not know this. That's Avery, Cortana, the Arbiter and Master Chief. So that's Halo. So that's Sergeant Johnson, Cortana, the Arbiter, who was the main alien, and then Master Chief, John. So that's that. I have my Black Lives Matter shirt, which I haven't worn in a long time. I used to be kind of scared to wear this because it was in the middle of all that, you know. But I'd wear it anyway, even if I was scared. I got some dirty looks when I'd wear that out. I got a couple of hugs. I got a couple of beeps. I wear this running. I got a couple of beeps along the central corridor on the bridle path there. So I have that. And then this is tough to see because it's so faded. I don't know if you guys remember this or can see it. That's the Grim Reaper, and down below there is a little squirrel holding up an acorn. Yeah, an acorn for the Grim Reaper. I just thought that was cute as hell. I loved this t-shirt. I just thought it was kind of funny. I am certain you'll remember this, the Mise en Place t-shirt. The number of people ask me, do you even know what that means? Like really judgmentally. I'm like, motherfucker, yeah, I know what it means. And I even had a couple people ask me to pronounce it. It's not Mise en Place, obviously. Really smug people with their cooking knowledge. Anyway, I have two of these actually. That one was getting a little bit worn out. I love this t-shirt so much I bought another one. At any rate, when I pass on, there's one for each of you, or two to give away. I don't care what you do with this stuff, just so you know. I will let you know when I care what you do with something, or I think it might be of some importance to you, or at least even some monetary value. You know what I mean? So that's up to you. This is, of course, this is Irish Republican t-shirt. That spells Chalky Arla. Chalky, I'll try to do it in Irish pronunciation. Chalky Arla. That means our time will come. And that's about the unification of Ireland, Northern Ireland, with the Republic of Ireland. So that's just some protest art that I had. Tommy, you drew a picture of me once when you're in your, I don't know whether big eyes, little tiny body, big head. You drew a picture of me with my glasses on with this t-shirt on it. And I think you managed, I don't think you managed the language there, but you definitely had the tricolor and the fist on there. This is, I kept this. These are my favorite t-shirts. These are Whitesville t-shirts. They're super expensive, $100 for a 2-pack. These are made in Japan. I think I probably talked to you about my obsession with, oh gosh, 1930s, 40s, 50s clothing. That there's a company called historypreservation.com that sells stuff, and they make it in Japan. And what they did was Whitesville Tees was an American company. It used to be an American company. The Japanese, that's too hard to see. Where is my camera? There it is right there. Anyway, Whitesville. Whitesville Tees was an American company that went out of business. The looms were still there. The sewing machines were still there. Japanese company came in and bought them, and now they manufacture these t-shirts to the exact same specifications, the exact same cloth, all that super amazing quality. They'll last forever. That one is probably one of the first ones I bought probably 10 years ago. At any rate, I keep it to remind me of what I still have some. I have some white ones. I will continue to buy these shirts. We remember this one. I don't know if you guys still have yours, but the Barbenheimer t-shirt. So I have that still. And then there's this one, which is the sweater I wore in our family picture that we took out, that Rob oh gosh, Wyatt and Saki's dad, Rob, who was some sort of cameraman of some sort, took pictures of me, your mom, and you guys. And this is the sweater I wore in those family pictures. You guys we all had ski sweaters from Old Navy. So we all wore those. Each of us had some sort of sweater for that. So I keep these shorts. These are just sweat shorts. There's nothing to them. It just reminds me of when I was 240 pounds. So they're pretty big. It just helps me remember how far I've come in my health journey over the last, gosh, when was I 242? 2008. So what's that, 17 years ago? And yeah, mostly kept it off. I have moments when I get a little bit heavier, but I keep it off. And then this is a Land's End 100% wool Aran sweater, made in Ireland. It's a men's large. Your Nana bought me this. Land's End is an American company. Land's End used to be a pretty high-end manufacturer. They're not anymore. They're still around, but they just do shit now. Everybody does shit now. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I kept this. She gave it to me, I believe, in 1986. So this is 40 years old-ish. I love it. It's such amazing quality. I haven't worn it a lot, which makes me sad. It's a bit scratchy. It's just a bit scratchy. 100% wool, and it's not like they're really, really gorgeous wool. I don't imagine my mom paid more than 150 bucks for this back in the day, which wasn't nothing back 40 years ago. That was probably, I don't know, probably $400. So it was expensive, but I'm sure they made more expensive sweaters. I wish it wasn't so scratchy. I've tried to wear it with t-shirts under it, but then the t-shirt pokes out and it ruins the neckline and all that stuff. But I keep it because it's excellent quality. And like I said, 1986. This at some point may be worth some money on a resale, like in an estate sale or something like that. By the way, I'm not dying. The whole impetus for this was to leave something behind for you both, talking to you about me, as I said. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm perfectly. I am probably the healthiest I've been in my entire life. I continue to be healthy. I have no problems. Things hurt. My knees hurt sometimes. My hips hurt. I got stuff growing on me that's uncomfortable psychologically. I guess the older you get, the more stuff changes, and I'm not real happy with some of the changes. Some of the changes are shocking. At any rate, so yeah, so that's that. So that's my clothing archive. I have some other things here too that I wanted to show you that are definitely worth some money and definitely will be still in my closet. Will remain in my closet. So I just bought this. This is a Giorgio Armani ready to wear, from his ready to wear line, which is one step below the couture line. 100% camel hair coat. It's an overcoat. It's a size, I think it's size 42, which is my size. I don't know if this would fit either of you. Tommy, as you get older, if you get a little bit bigger, it might fit you. Mitchell, if you lost some weight, it would fit you. That's not a judge. Just if you lost a little bit of weight, it would probably fit you just fine. I always wanted a 100% camel hair coat. I found this on eBay 6 months ago. It's a $4,000 coat. It was $4,000 in 2009. This is a 2009, from his 2009 winter collection, fall and winter collection. Ready to wear coat, $4,000 new, still in excellent shape. There's nothing wrong with it. I had the sleeves taken up just because they were hanging down by my thumbs, which we don't want that. We want them up. And I bought it with shipping $250 from a guy in England. Yeah, so it's still in excellent shape. I can't wait to wear it. That when we go to Michigan for Christmas, I'm going to wear that. This is your great-grandfather's World War II Army tunic. This is 1917 to 1918. He was in the Army. He did go to, I do believe I'll tell you what he did after I tell you. I'm pretty sure he went to France. But it could be he was here, because he was in the Signal Corps, and his main story about being in the Signal Corps, I don't have a lot of stories about him when he was in the service, but when he was in the Signal Corps, he told this story about he was up on a telephone pole stringing wire, and he looked down and he was surrounded by Germans. And that got a laugh after he said, but I was in a prisoner of war camp, an American prisoner of war camp with German prisoners. So he was just up there on a prison camp fixing. Anyway, that was the joke. Yeah, so he was a corporal. I used to have the plate insignias, or the little badges that go on the collar. I don't have those anymore. I don't know what these stripes mean. I know this crossed flag right there, crossed flag that's Signal Corps. I don't know. It must be Alpha Company, which was would have been Able Company back then. And then this red stripe, I don't know what this is. I don't know what these upside down chevrons are on one sleeve. I know this is a rank designator, and that's corporal. That's all I know. He didn't talk about it much to me, so I don't know anything about that. And then of course we have this. This was also Grandpa's. He just give you a sense of, so this is obviously the St. Clair tartan. This is the St. Clair hunting, I believe. The green is the hunting tartan. I want to show you how, I am wearing a sweatshirt, but I want to show you kind of, my grandfather to me was a big man. He is not a big man. I'm not a small man, but I'm not a particularly big man. Oh, this fits, kind of. I think the last time I tried this on, I was probably around 242 pounds. Oh gosh, this fits. Oh my goodness. It's a little, I don't think this is the right size for me. Not quite, it's not quite. Last time I put it on, it was like, I couldn't do any of this. And I always had in my head that Grandpa must have been like a 38. But of course then I was a 44. So now I'm a 40 to 42 in men's jackets. So anyway, that's good to know. I didn't know that. That's a surprise. So he was probably 40, 42 like me, more of a 40. I don't see a size on here. But yeah, he must have been a 40. Okay, interesting. Tommy, you're 38. Mitchell, you're probably 44, 46. I do love, Tommy, that I looked at you. I had enough of the old clothiers, men's clothiers, the haberdasher eye, to look at you and say, you're 38. I'm pretty sure you're 38. And you turned out to be 38. That's pretty cool. Anyway, and then this is so if that's the dress, this is the hunting. It might be reversed though. So I'm not sure which one is which. So where did Grandpa buy this? I'm sure he bought it in Scotland. He might have had this made. I'm not sure, but the jacket is from Anderson's, which is in Edinburgh. So he bought that in Scotland. So at any rate, so this is the vest he used to wear. I'm not going to try that on. There's too many buttons there, and I don't want to waste all our time. It's just me trying to unbutton this thing. But anyway, that's my clothing archive. Yeah, I was going to give you some advice about wearing men's wear. I don't think I will. I don't have a lot of it. I know a few things about how to wear it. Like in a 3-button suit, the buttons, you can always remember this, the buttons always go sometimes, always, never, which is how you button them. You never button all 3 buttons on a 3-button suit. You always button the one in the middle. Sometimes you'll button the one on top, and you never, never, never button the one on the bottom. It just looks weird. If you ever find yourself in a 3-button suit, button all the buttons, you'll look like a hayseed from way out in the sticks. It's just not, you don't do that. Sometimes, always, never. Anyway, I know that. There's a few other things. God, the quality of clothes is just going to shit. I was watching some video last night about The Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out, and it was by a fashion historian, and he was talking about how he was looking at the clothes from the first Devil Wears Prada and how goddamn gorgeous they were, and how just the quality materials and all that stuff, and then the clothes in Devil Wears Prada 2 20 years later. He says these are by the same designers. These are definitely ready to wear and couture items, and the quality of everything is just absolute garbage compared to what it was 20 years ago. That's why I'm glad to have like a 2009, like an 18-year-old or however long that is, 16 years old Armani coat. I am certain, having no experience with it all, I am certain that is shittier quality now. A ready-to-wear $4,000 coat is shittier now than it was back then. That's why the Japanese clothes, the guys I find through historypreservation.com, it's different companies, the build quality, the sewing quality, the quality of materials is just so good, because I don't think it's like reached Japan yet, or this particular little niche of menswear has not been affected. It's amazing. They don't mix polyester. It's just all great. I hate the quality of clothes now, even the expensive ones. I try to take care of them as best I can. I was talking about my jeans, those Japanese Selvage raw denim jeans that I have, that I'll almost certainly have at least one pair left by the time I pass on in 30 years because they are getting holes in them from wear. Are such good quality, and they're from 2016, 2017, 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, and they just haven't gotten shitty yet. I bought 3 turtlenecks off of Amazon. Now I will grant you I only paid $15 each for them, and they're just for this trip. I figured out when I'm done I'll throw them away. Kids, I washed one of them. It's acrylic, you can wash it. That's not the issue. I washed it, I dried it, it is already pilling up. That's just, I understand. I paid $15 for it, Dad. What do you expect? I think I expect a little more than that. Maybe pill after the 6th wash. I don't know. Anyway, I love clothes. I do. I love menswear. I help. She bought a menswear style. It's women's wear, but it's a menswear style military kind of jacket to wear to work, and I helped her style it. The last thing I said was, do not button that bottom button. There were 6 buttons in the front. Don't button the bottom one. This is a menswear style jacket. You need to style it like a menswear coat. Do not button that one, because it's weird around the hips. It just kind of tightens around the hips. You need a little bit of movement, Anyway, I love you both. That's what I have. That's my clothing archive. I'll probably add to it. Not sure, but that'll do. If it's only that, that'll do. Love you both.